Brace yourselves because we're about to dive into the wildest tea on Tia Mowry and Cory Hardrict. What if I told you that the real reason behind their sudden split is way more scandalous than any of us could have imagined? That's right, the streets are saying Tia didn't just leave Cory for the usual we grew apart reasons. Oh no, it goes way deeper than that. Word is that Tia might have left Cory after he found out she's been playing for the other team this whole time. Grab your popcorn because this story is messier than a spilled drink at the club. The buzz is that Tia has been living a double life for years. Yep, allegedly, she was out here sneaking around with women while Cory was totally in the dark. And here's where it gets really shocking. Sources say Tia has been quietly exploring her sexuality for a long time, and Cory had no clue until one day he reportedly walked in on Tia getting a little too close with another woman. Can you even imagine? One minute you think your marriage is solid, and the next, you're hit with the bombshell that your wife might have had a whole different life behind your back. It's no wonder people are talking, and honestly, this tea sounds way juicier than Tia's narrative about graduating from her marriage. Folks can't stop wondering how Cory could have missed the signs. Did he really not notice anything? According to some insiders, Tia wasn't even that secretive about her preferences. Word on the street is Tia had some super close friendships with certain women, and those close to the couple noticed that something felt a bit off. But Cory? Apparently, he brushed it all off, perhaps thinking it was just a phase or maybe he was just being paranoid. However, where there's smoke, there's fire. And it's looking like Cory was just too deep in denial to see what was really going on. It wasn't until he found out the truth that he finally realized what was up, and the betrayal hit him like a ton of bricks. This wasn't just about infidelity. This was about finding out that his wife had a whole other life. Remember when Tia called her marriage a curriculum she had completed, saying she was graduating into a new chapter of her life? What if that was more than just a poetic way to talk about her divorce? Maybe she was actually talking about coming into her true self. Sis was dropping all these metaphorical hints, but it's starting to look like she was preparing for a big reveal the whole time. And when she started talking about graduating and celebrating, she wasn't just talking about personal growth. She was talking about finally stepping into who she really is. Now here's where things get even wilder. After the split, Tia wasted no time talking about how she's finally living her truth and how she's free to be herself. Suddenly, it's all starting to make sense. She wasn't just talking about me time or self-care. She was talking about personal freedom. Allegedly, Tia's out here living her best life and embracing her true self, while we're all just here watching the drama unfold. And buckle up because it's about to get even messier. Rumor has it Cory actually walked in on Tia with another woman. Yep, you heard that right. The tea is that Cory discovered Tia's preferences in the most shocking way possible. Imagine coming home, thinking everything's normal, only to find your spouse in a situation you never saw coming. For Cory, it wasn't just a small argument or a little fight. This was next-level heartbreak. Insiders say he was completely devastated, and from that moment on, there was no saving their marriage. That discovery was allegedly what led to such a quick and definitive end to their relationship. While Tia's out here saying she's finally free, Cory is reportedly still holding on to hope. Some sources claim that he's been telling people he misses her and would love to work things out. Can you imagine? He's out here professing his love while she's moving on and possibly even dating women. Cory's been keeping a relatively low profile, while Tia's been talking about her newfound freedom, almost like she's celebrating her liberation. Adding even more fuel to the fire, gossip personality Tasha K even got involved, dropping some major tea of her own. According to Tasha K, she's got receipts allegedly confirming that Tia's been involved with women for a while now. She's saying this is why Tia jumped into the dating scene so quickly after the split. She was ready to live in her new identity and wasn't wasting any time. Tasha K even hinted that Tia might have been seeing women before the divorce was even finalized. If that's true, imagine how Cory must feel, realizing that he was possibly the last person to know about all of this. Talk about heartbreak. But it doesn't end there. What about Tia's relationship with her twin sister, Tamara? Those two have always been close, but some say they're not as tight as they used to be. Word on the street is that Tamara didn't fully support Tia's decision to leave Cory, and it caused a rift between them. Imagine your own twin sister not fully supporting your choices. That's got to be rough. According to insiders, Tamara was concerned about how Tia was handling the divorce, especially with all the media attention. Tamara reportedly wanted her sister to keep things low-key, but Tia had other plans, appearing on talk shows, throwing subtle shade, and basically living like she's free as a bird. Meanwhile, Tamara has been minding her own business, staying away from the public eye. Now let's talk about Tia's decision to take the wedding ring Cory gave her and repurpose it into something for her children. People see that move as a statement, a sign that she's fully closing this chapter of her life. While some see it as a touching tribute to her kids, others wonder if it's just part of her leaving Cory and embracing her new life, particularly with all these rumors swirling around. It feels like she's moving on not just from Cory, but from the version of herself she once was. And I know you're all thinking it, so let's just put it out there. Is Tia doing all of this for clout? She's been in the headlines nonstop, talking about how she's finally happy and free, but not everyone's buying it. Some people are starting to say she's using this whole divorce as a way to stay relevant and boost her own brand. Think about it. She's been on talk shows, posting cryptic messages, and even got a new reality show all about her life post-divorce. It's giving look at me vibes, and it's got people side-eyeing her motives. Could this all be a distraction from the real Tia? Maybe she's been planning this exit strategy for a while and is using the divorce drama to keep her career in the spotlight. It wouldn't be the first time a celebrity pulled something like this. So what do you think? Is Tia really living her truth? Or is this just a big media stunt to stay in the headlines? And do you think Cory will ever move on from the shock of finding out about Tia's alleged double life? Either way, this drama is far from over, and we're here for every messy detail.